Now, how about saying he likes doing something, she likes doing something, or you, formal, polite. You know, in Spanish we have formal, you, informal, you. But how do you say that? How do you say that? Instead of using él, ella, usted, of course. So if you want to say that, guys, you need a él or a ella or a usted le dot dot dot. Oh my God, it barely fits on the screen. Okay, here you have it. A él, le. Okay, first let me show you here. A él, le means he. Okay, so I think I have the meaning. Let me just show you the meaning here. Okay, so if you want to say he, then you need to say a él, le. Okay, if you want to say if she, you need a ella. A ella, le. Okay, so not él, ella. A ella, le, she. Or if you want to say you, polite, formal, then you need a usted, le. Okay, so this is very important, le, right here, very important. We're not saying él, ella, usted only. We're saying a él, le, a ella, le, a usted, le, dot, dot, dot. So a common thing to do in Spanish. And let me show you some examples so you know how this works. Okay. A él le interesa. A él le interesa conocer gente. A él le interesa conocer gente. This means he is interested in meeting people. Okay? A él le interesa conocer gente. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Let's break this down and let's see how this works. A él le, you know what this means? He, okay? Interesa comes from the verb interesar. Once again, we removed the letter R, interesar. We don't need the letter R when using this phrase, a él le interesa. So it's similar to saying he is interested in, okay? Interesar, to be interested in. Okay, that's what this means. Conocer, we have a second verb here. It's not conjugated. We're using the infinitive form. And when you add gente, conocer gente, that means meeting people. Okay? Conocer means to know, to meet. But when you have the phrase conocer gente, it means to meet people or meeting people. Okay? That's what it means. Muy interesante, I would say. Very interesting. So yeah, it's the same formula. You remove the letter R from the first verb, and then you keep the second one in an infinitive form. And then we have a noun here, which, I mean, as I said before, conocer gente is like a phrase by itself, and it means just meeting people, to meet people. So nothing too complicated. You can also say le interesa, le interesa conocer gente, okay? You can leave a él out. You don't need it, but Sometimes people use it. So it's all good. Le interesa conocer gente. He's interested in meeting people. Okay? Now, the second example, I have 3 examples here. So the second example is, a ella le cuesta trabajo salir. A ella le cuesta trabajo salir. Cuesta trabajo is a very good verb. It's a phrase, but it's a verb as well. It goes together really well. Cuesta trabajo, both words, go well, go together really well. Oh my goodness. Okay, a ella le cuesta trabajo salir means it's hard for her to get out or to go out in general. Like some people like staying home. Some people like to go out all the time. In this situation, it looks like she likes to stay home. She doesn't like to go out often. So, a ella le... It's very interesting because, as I said before, this whole a mí me, a ti te, a él, a ella le doesn't have a specific translation, but it's similar to saying he, she, you, whatever. A mí me, I like, not I like, I, a él, le, he. In this situation, it means her. We're talking about her. We're not saying she. We're saying her because that's how English works, right? So, cuesta trabajo. This is the verb, right? Costar. Costar means, in this situation, costar trabajo means when something is hard to do, okay? When something takes some effort to do, it's hard, okay? So this is a very good phrase / verb to use. So we, in this situation, costar is different, when conjugated, this verb for this phrase, because right here I told you, hey, just remove the letter R and that's fine. Usually that's the case, but sometimes there's some verbs like costar that you need to, it's irregular, so you cannot just remove only the letter R. You need to know that you have to say cuesta, okay? So cuesta. Cuesta trabajo. A ella le cuesta trabajo. It's hard for her to do something. What is it? Salir. To get out or just to go out. This is what it means. Salir. Interesting. And as you can see here, salir is in an infinitive form again. So usually you have the phrase a él le, a ella le, a usted le. Then you have the verb conjugated. And if you add another verb, then it has to be the second verb in an infinitive way, or form. It means that you don't conjugate it. Okay, excellent. Let me know if you have any questions, guys, because I know this can be a little tricky. It's all good. You can ask questions. Okay. The next example is a question. ¿A usted le gustaría un café? ¿A usted le gustaría un café? Okay. This means, would you like a coffee? We have something different here besides a question. Okay. We have something different. The verb that we're using, gustar, is in a different tense. We are using the, what What's the name of it? The name of the tense is conditional. Yeah, I completely forgot that for a second. But we're using not present tense. We've been using present tense. When you remove the letter R, you are using present tense. But also, we have different tenses. So, gustaría un café. Gustaría is a conditional conjugation. So, let's break this down. A usted le is similar to saying, would you ... A usted le gustaría, gustaría, and technically gustaría is would like, right? And a usted le is just you. Just to be specific. And then a café. Coffee. Okay. ¿A usted le gustaría un café? Would you like a coffee? A cup of coffee? Similar to saying that. And a very common question. If you have somebody over at your place, someone stopped by and said, let's talk, let's spend time together, let's hang out, and you want to say, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like some coffee? You can use this, but this is formal because we're using usted. A usted le gustaría un café. This is you formal, usted. Singular as well. So let's remember that. Let me tell you, lastly, for this phrase, let me tell you that, again, you can just not use this, nor this, nor this. So you can just use le interesa conocer gente, le cuesta trabajo salir, le gustaría un café, and that's fine. It also works. But if you want to be more specific, especially with this phrase, because you have le for 3 different kind of pronouns, then you can say a él le, a ella le, a usted le. Okay? So that's something important to notice for sure.